Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations, and in today's video, we're diving back into the official Chaos Tower in Cookie Run Kingdom, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a guide or tips, at least, for Trait 61, where you are first introduced to those pesky hounds, my friend. All right, so if you're like me, you've been struggling with it, hopefully this video can help you out. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Alrighty, so jumping into the team composition, as you can see here on screen, this is going to be the team that I was able to clear 61 using, alright? So how this team strategy specifically works, we've got the Rye Cookie and Vampire Cookie in the back line. These are going to be your main DPSers. The whole point of this team comp is to have Rye and Vampire basically target two different hounds and hopefully kill those hounds. All right, now again, it might not happen on the first go around. That's why you are going to be utilizing something like Pure Vanilla there to hopefully keep your team alive long enough so then you can finish off those two hounds and then just put all of your focus on that last remaining hound and then, you know, hopefully progress past that stage. All right, so with that being the case, like I said, we've got Rye Cookie, Vampire Cookie as your main DPSers. We've got Licorice there for the minions, which obviously adds to our DPS, and not only that, we do get that nice defense buff by utilizing the skill. Next up, we do have that Pure Vanilla. Pure Vanilla obviously is there to get the heals and the shield buff. And then next up, we do have Dark Choco, and Dark Choco again is going to be there for that defensive break. In any PvE in this game, it's absolutely insanely hard to replace Dark Choco utilizing that defense break. All right, so again, really good. And not only that, he's going to be there just to tank some more damage, hopefully to allow Vampire and Rye Cookie to stay alive long enough to kill all of the hounds. All right, so that's going to be pretty much the team strategy and composition. Alrighty, now jumping into the official toppings that we have on each cookie, the first one up we've got is going to be Pure Vanilla, right? So Pure Vanilla, ours currently is only at level 45 out of 60, so it doesn't have to be max in order to do this. You can check out the base stats here, the power, all of that fun jazz. Our skill is the same level at level 45, and then not only that, when we dive into the correct topping choice that we have utilized for Pure Vanilla, that's going to be the Swift Chocolate set. All right, so the reason being, we're basically trying to get the most use of out of the shield as possible to mitigate a lot of damage, and not only that, to be able to pop off his heal more often. All right, so again, Pure Vanilla is going to be a instant heal. It's not going to be an overtime heal like Herb. I already know. I know I'm going to get a comment down below that's going to say, hey, Kodeations, don't you know the healing amount scales off of attack? And you're 100% right. 100% right. However, in Pure Vanilla's case, because he does have that shield ability and his heal is instant and not overtime like Herb's, it's going to be very crucial to be able to utilize that skill more often than it is to increase the healing done. All right, so that's going to be the reason why we are running on Swift Chocolates. Now, if you are interested in figuring out what substats to mid-max on, if that is your thing, then obviously it would be the cooldown reduction just to be able to utilize your skills more. Obviously, the additional attack percent would be always be welcome to just basically give you additional attack or healing in Pure Vanilla's case. And then last but not least, the damage resistance just to add to your survivability. So there you have it when it comes to Pure Vanilla. Let's go ahead and jump into the next cookie, which is going to be Vampire Cookie. All right, Vampire Cookie, again, not a maxed 60. I only have him currently at level 50. However, his skill is slacking a little bit. I do need some additional skill powders in order to push it to level 50, but it didn't make or break it here. When we jump into the official toppings, I do have plus 12 on every single Searing Raspberry topping that I have on him. All right, so that does make a massive difference. So if you don't have the Searing Raspberry set for a full epic, you definitely need to be basically farming those bad boys out. All right, the next thing up that what you want to take a look at here, again, when it comes to the individual substats, are going to be things like the damage resistance, the additional attack power, and then also that cooldown reduction. All right, because again, you're all about trying to min-max your attack power with survivability and to utilize your skill more often. And because Vampire is going to be one of the main damage dealers, the most attack that you can give this guy, the better. All right, now moving on to the next cookie we've got for you guys guys, and that's going to be the Rye Cookie, the second most important DPS on this team comp for Trey 61. Again, we're going to be running those full sets of Searing Raspberries. Now, for this video, I do not have these officially capped out at plus 12 for every one of his Searing Raspberry epic toppings, but at the end of the day, you're looking for that cooldown reduction, looking for that additional damage resistance, as it doesn't look like we got any damage resistance on any of these, but that's all right, no big deal. Like I said, any additional substats that you can get that will directly decrease your cooldown timer and then also increase your damage and then also, you know, increase your survivability is always welcome. Again, 46, our skill is the same as his level, which is really, really nice. So moving on to the next one here we've got is going to be Dark Choco. For my Dark Choco, level 45 out of 60. So again, not a max cookie. Skill is going to be at 45 as well. So that one is in line with my overall level. But however, I am running the solid almond set, which is going to be the defense, or not defense, the damage resistant set. Now, this is just going to basically add to his overall survivability. When it comes to the individual substats, again, you're focusing on attack and cooldown. Something like this one here adds a lot of value. The damage resistance is really welcome when it comes to Dark Choco like this. Ooh, look at this one. This is the perfect one right here. Cooldown, damage resistance, and attack, baby, on top of the standard damage resistance topping, man. This one is the OP mega when it comes to toppings, especially for Dark Choco. All right, so again, he's gonna be running a full plus 12 epic set of solid almonds. Again, that's gonna be probably the best one that you can run on Dark Choco anyway, no matter what content you are covering. And then last but not least, when it comes to the cookie that we have to cover, and that's gonna be Licorice Cookie. All right, Licorice Cookie currently right now is just slacking in the skill department horribly. I'm talking about like more than 10 levels horribly. I didn't realize that until I just looked at this, by the way. Just letting you know, keep that in mind. So don't end up like me. But nevertheless, Licorice Cookie here, level 48 out of 60. We are running a Swift Chocolate set on Licorice, all right? But specifically, I'm running this because I want to be able to utilize the damage or the defense buff and the minions as often as possible in things like the guild boss battle in the arena, and then also now something like Trey 61 in the Chaos Tower, because it's just going to add a lot of value. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, we are running a full Swift Chocolate epic set. Not all of the toppings that I currently am using are at plus 12. I could go through and do so. You can see I'm not short on topping pieces or gold, so I definitely could go through and do that. Some of these aren't going to be worth leveling up, though. You can see that we got some horrible substats here. We do got a couple of them that have additional cooldown on it, or something like damage resistance, but overall, we don't need crit resistance, for instance, so it might just be, you know, not the best toppings to level up. But at the end of the day, you get the premise when it comes to the toppings. Now, the last thing I want to do is dive into Trey 61 and hopefully break it down for you guys play by play on exactly how to pop off the skills. All right, diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, to the official 61 stage. The first thing we're going to be doing is leaving it on auto for the first set of enemies. All right, once we get to the second set of enemies, the whole strategy here is to wait till you are about to kill them, turn off the auto to let your skills pretty much get off of cooldown and let the auto just attacks of the cookies pretty much just kill the cookies, because your whole principle here is you're just trying to save your skills for when you actually get up to the hounds. All right, so as you can see here, the first thing we're gonna be doing is popping off Licorice's ability. Hit both of the Rye Cookie and Vampire's abilities first, get that damage off, kill those two additional hounds if you can. We're gonna go ahead and utilize Licorice here. We might not be able to get it. Come on, baby, come on. All right, there we go. We were able to clear it and pop them off. We're going to go ahead and use the Licorice's ability. We might not have enough DPS. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we've got enough DPS to kill it. I'm going to turn it back onto auto here because I don't think we need it anywhere else. Oh, we might die. No, come on, baby, come on. Get enough damage out, Vampire. Kill him. Yes. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we have officially beat Trey 61, all right? So just to do a quick recap, because I know the battle goes pretty fast, but I didn't want to waste any more of those precious keys. You already know how precious these keys are. But anyways, basically to do a quick recap, the first step you need to do is going to be turn it off of auto before killing the final enemies on wave 2, all right? This is going to allow your skills to finish their cooldown and be ready at your disposal prior to coming up to the hounds, all right? Step 2, you need to utilize 3 individual things prior to the hounds getting in close range to start attacking your cookies, all right? First thing you need to do, you need to pop off Licorice's ability, all right? Licorice's minions not only will help you mitigate some of that damage, and will also be doing damage to those hounds to hopefully allow you to kill them faster. And not only that, you're gonna get that additional defense buff. All right, the second thing you need to do prior to the hounds attacking you is going to be popping off Dark Choco's defense break. All right, you want to make sure that you pop that bad boy off to reduce their defense as much as possible to allow your cookies to do additional damage. And then third and final you need to do prior to the hounds attacking your team is going to be popping off Rye and Vampire's ultimate skill. Now you might be confused. Two things. One, Vampire and Rye have a slight hesitation in their skill, all right? And with that being said, the hounds will be in the face and in proximity of the ultimate skills for them to be able to be attacked. But the reason why you do this is that you are not taking massive damage by those individual hounds, and you're already resetting the cooldown for their next ultimate ability, hopefully to be popped off before they actually die if they are struggling, all right? So that's going to be the three things you need to do prior to the hounds hitting you in the face. And then basically the last part of the fight is once you complete the hounds, I would just kick the auto button back on, let your team plummet through that last and final wave. Boom, bada bing, you beat Trade 61, all right? So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything else to add, if you have any additional team compositions that did work for you at Trade 61, drop them down below in the comment section, not only for me, but for anybody else out there in the community, just so they can see it and test them and try them out. Because again, like I said, my team composition isn't the only one. I'm sure I'm just sharing with you guys the strategy that I have found out. Again, really quick shout out to Andy Z in my Discord, my officer and my guild, for giving me this strategy based on my team and my cookies that I had at my disposal. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for me. So as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we drop a video. And I will see you guys on the next one.